Imagine sitting at your PC and your computer actually understands what you want. Not just clicks, not just commands, but context. You say, summarize this document, or clean my desktop, or find my last email from John, and it just happens. That is not a dream anymore, because Microsoft just rolled out the next wave of Copilot upgrades in Windows 11, and it's turning your everyday PC into something closer to a true digital assistant. As I sent it, just another update, is a massive leap in how AI is blending directly into your workflow. And if you thought Copilot was just about typing help or code suggestions, think again. The new Windows 11 Copilot can now touch almost every corner of your system, from productivity to personalization, and even creativity. So let's break down what's new, why it matters, and how it's setting the stage for a completely AI-powered desktop future. First, let's talk about what Microsoft Copilot actually is now. When Copilot first appeared, it was basically an overlay, a simple AI assistant that lived in the taskbar. You clicked it, typed a question, and it used AI to respond, mostly powered by OpenAI's models like GPT-4. But now, Microsoft has taken Copilot far beyond that, integrating it deep into Windows 11. It is not just an app anymore. It's becoming the brain of the operating system. Imagine Copilot as the command center for everything you do on your PC. It doesn't just answer, it acts. It can adjust settings, manage files, write emails, organize your calendar, and even launch or control other apps like Word, Excel, Edge, and Teams using natural language. That's the real magic of this update. You no longer need to remember where a setting lives or which tab to open. You can just say it and your system responds instantly. So what's new in this latest rollout? Let's get into it because Microsoft has quietly made some huge changes. The first major upgrade is context awareness. Copilot now understands what you're doing on screen. Let's say you're editing a PowerPoint deck. Copilot can automatically suggest slide designs, create summaries of your presentation, or even draft speaker notes for you, all based on the content you're working on. If you're an Edge reading a long research article, Copilot can summarize it on the side, extract key insights, and even generate citations or action steps without you copying a single word. This means Copilot is no longer reactive, it's proactive. It's starting to see what you're doing and help you in real time, like a true AI coworker sitting inside your computer. Another big upgrade, system-level control. In older versions, Copilot could answer web queries or write text, but now it can actually control your PC. You can say, turn on battery saver, change to dark mode, or adjust my display brightness, and it just does it. No clicks, no menus, no control panel maze. And this goes deeper. Copilot can now handle advanced settings like managing Bluetooth devices, checking storage, freeing up space, or even connecting to Wi-Fi networks on command. As turning voice and text into a control layer for Windows, making the system feel alive. This might sound small, but think about it. For decades, computers waited for us to tell them what to do. Now we just describe the outcome, and the machine figures out the steps. That's a fundamental change in computing itself. The next upgrade, Copilot across apps. Microsoft isn't stopping at Windows. They're weaving Copilot into every major app in the ecosystem. In Word, it can draft full reports or rewrite paragraphs based on your tone and goals. In Excel, it can generate formulas, build dashboards, and find patterns hidden inside your data. In Outlook, it summarizes long email threads, suggests responses, and schedules meetings. In Teams, it can transcribe calls, extract action items, and even generate meeting summaries automatically. All of this is tied back into your main, Copilot in Windows 11, which means the assistant doesn't just live inside one app. It follows you across your workflow, connecting the dots between everything you do. So when you finish a meeting in Teams, Copilot already knows what was discussed. And when you open Word, it can help you write a summary report based on that same conversation. That is the kind of cross-app intelligence that we've never had before, and it is exactly what makes this update so powerful. But that is not all. Microsoft has added something else that has been missing from most AI systems: memory. Yes, Copilot in Windows 11 now remembers what you've done, what you've asked before, and what your habits are. So if you regularly open Photoshop and Edge side by side for work, Copilot learns that pattern. Next time, when you say, "Set me up for work," it automatically opens both apps, resizes windows, turns off notifications, and launches your preferred workspace, all in one command. Over time, it starts building a digital fingerprint of you, your preferences, your work style, your shortcuts, and uses that to automate daily tasks. It's like having a smart assistant that doesn't just help, it anticipates. Now let's talk about the creative side. Microsoft's Copilot isn't just about productivity. It's also getting creative intelligence. Through integration with Designer and Paint, you can now ask Copilot to create custom images, social posts, or graphic layouts. You can literally type, "Create a minimalist YouTube thumbnail about AI tools," and it'll generate one using DALL-E right inside the app. No need to jump between multiple design tools. Everything happens within your Windows workspace. And that's the real shift. Creativity becomes conversational. You tell the system what you want, and it turns that intent into output. But here's something even bigger. Copilot is getting multimodal. That means it doesn't just understand text anymore. It can also process images, screenshots, and even files. Let's say you drag a messy PDF or an image of a chart into Copilot. It can now analyze it, summarize it, or convert it into editable data. You can drop a photo and ask, "What's wrong with this layout?" Or, "Can you turn this into a presentation?" And it'll handle it. This makes Copilot one of the first assistants that can truly see and understand your digital environment, a step closer to how humans think and interact. And here's where things get really futuristic. Copilot has integration with the web and AI services. You can now connect third-party AI tools directly into Copilot, meaning it can use APIs from apps like Notion, Slack, Canva, and more. Imagine saying, "Summarize my notes from Notion and post the summary in Slack," and Copilot does the whole workflow automatically. No switching apps, no manual copy-paste. This is the beginning of autonomous workflows inside Windows, where your PC doesn't just host your tools, it orchestrates them. But why is Microsoft doing all this? Simple. They want Windows to become the world's most intelligent operating system. Right now, AI lives mostly in the browser, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, etc. But Microsoft is bringing it right into the desktop layer. They're turning your computer into an AI platform where every file, app, and process is aware, connected, and optimized through AI. This gives Microsoft a massive advantage over rivals like Google or Apple. While others focus on apps or cloud AI, Microsoft is embedding intelligence where it matters most, the OS itself. That means the next generation of PCs as AI PCs won't just have faster chips, they'll have brains built into Windows. And speaking of chips, Microsoft's collaboration with Intel, AMD, and Qualcomm means these new Copilot features are being optimized for NPU, neural processing units, hardware built specifically for AI workloads. That is why you'll all start hearing the term Copilot PC, devices designed to handle AI processing locally, faster and more efficiently. Now let's talk about what this means for everyday users. If you're a student, Copilot becomes your all-in-one assistant. It can summarize lectures, plan your week, generate notes, and even help you study. If you're a professional, it automates reports, emails, and project management. If you're a creator, it generates images, edits content, and builds templates. And for general users, it's simply making computers easier to use than ever before. Think about parents or older users who struggle with settings or installations. Now they can just ask Copilot to do it for them. No tech expertise needed. This democratization of computing, where anyone can get things done just by describing what they need, might be Microsoft's most important contribution to AI yet. Of course, there are still challenges. Privacy and control remain big questions. With Copilot analyzing data and tasks, users will need transparency about what's being stored or shared. Microsoft claims everything is handled under strict privacy layers, with local processing for sensitive data. Still, as the assistant gets smarter, these discussions will grow louder. There's also the question of dependency. If your system does everything automatically, how much do you lose in manual control or skill development? That balance between convenience and autonomy will define how far people trust AI in their daily lives. But regardless of these challenges, one thing is clear. Microsoft is years ahead in integrating AI directly into the OS, and this new Copilot evolution proves that they're betting the entire Windows future on intelligent assistants. They're not just adding features, they're reinventing the interface between humans and computers. When you can talk to your PC and it actually does the work, that's not an upgrade. That's a paradigm shift. This is the moment where computers stop being tools and start becoming partners. So whether you're a developer, a student, or just a Windows user, these new Copilot upgrades mark the beginning of something much bigger. It's not just Windows 11 anymore. It's Windows with a mind of its own. And as AI continues to evolve, you will look back at this update as the turning point, the moment Microsoft quietly turned your everyday PC into an intelligent Copilot for your life.